What's the fraud percent in 2023 quarter three traffic? How much fraud did Oxford Biochronometrics measure in 2023 Q3 paid traffic? In order to provide a clean answer, we'll break down the traffic into two groups: desktop traffic and mobile traffic. The ratio can be seen in figure 1, where desktop traffic is just shy of 20%, 1 in 5 visitors of the total traffic. The other 80%, 4 in 5 visits, were using a mobile device. The next paragraph will break down the traffic into fraud and human by operating systems and browser types. Desktop traffic. How much fraud did appear during 2023 Q3 paid traffic only, desktop only, measured at the landing pages? The most inner ring in figure 2 contains the total percentage for both groups, fraud and human. Each of these groups are broken down to the operating systems and subsequently to the browser, which has been used to access a landing page. The percentages in each ring add up to 100%. Desktop traffic in 2023 Q3 has 33.3% fraud, exactly 1 in 3 visitors. That is 6% more than measured during the previous quarter. Almost more than 61% of desktop fraud presented itself as MS Windows, then Mac OS 27%, then Chrome OS 7%, and Linux 5%. Within the human group, different percentages can be seen. 63% of the traffic is MS Windows, Mac OS 30%, Chrome OS 6%, and Linux 0.3%. When looking at the browser types, the majority of fraud had Windows with Chrome as user agent. This doesn't mean that those devices are really Windows machines with Chrome. They only claim to be. It can also be seen that volume-wise traffic from Linux is 32 times more likely to be fraudulent, 0.17% human versus 5.28 fraud. Mobile traffic. Looking only at mobile traffic in 2023 Q3, we can see in figure 3 that this type of traffic had 12.5% fraud, roughly 1 in 8 visits, an increase of 3% compared to previous quarter. It is again a completely different picture compared to desktop traffic in 2023 Q3, where 1 in 3 visitors were flagged as fraud. The ratio Android, iOS, and human traffic is about 55 to 45. The exact numbers are Android 56.39, iOS 43.61%. The picture changes when looking at fraudulent traffic, where the ratio is 80-20. The exact numbers are Android 80.57%, iOS 19.43%. This shows, just like previous quarters, that Android traffic contains more fraud than iOS. Also, nearly all iOS fraud doesn't originate from real iOS devices. The fraud originates from Android or special desktop browsers pretending to be an iOS device by faking the user agent and device fingerprints. Year-over-year comparison of the results. Comparing 2023 Q3 with the same quarter last year, 2022 Q3 provides a comparison within seasonal effects. In 2022 Q3, the fraud percent on desktop, 34.71%, is similar to this year's percentage, 33.27%. Looking at mobile traffic shows a different picture. In 2022 Q3, fraud on mobile was 19.01%, 1 in 5 visitors. But in 2023 Q3, it is 12.5%, 1 in 8 visitors. Conclusion: knowing that desktop traffic is only 1/5 of the total volume shows that the desktop fraud percentage is only 6.5 of the total volume. This is still too much, but not as bad as it looks in the chart. The 12.5% fraud in mobile is lower than last year's fraud. It is the result of the following loop: measuring, optimizing, campaigns and source, measuring, optimizing campaigns and source, etc. Note, the numbers are based on traffic measured at landing pages, microsites, lead gen forms, digital sales, checkout pages using Oxford Biochronometrics Secure Lead. Legend of donut charts. Green indicates human mobile traffic. Blue indicates human desktop traffic. Red indicates fraudulent traffic, mobile or desktop. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe or share with your friends. Thanks very much.